Welcome to Chops de Jour. I'm your host Pandy. I have here with me one of my first clients when I started filming with livestock, Ian Michael from the Niaoui Pole Merino stud. How are you feeling today, Ian?
Feeling pretty good, Pandy, pretty excited.
Okay, so let me explain the concept. We have 6 chops supplied by Niaoui, and they all have been dressed with a different hot sauce, ranging from mild to super hot. So basically, I'm just going to ask Ian a couple of questions and we're just going to see how we go. Ian, what can you tell me about what a sheep stud is exactly? What's the purpose of it?
Well, I suppose a sheep stud is just a flock of, well, merino sheep in our case that are probably registered with a merino group. Probably the purpose is just to try and breed a product that's suitable to most environments that we sell into with our clients.
Fantastic. Okie dokie, are you ready for the first chop?
Well, I've been waiting all day.
What do you think it tastes like?
I'm not great with the spices, but it's quite, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's actually not too
So
bad.
far.
The next question. Now tell me about Niaoui. How long have you been operating for and how have you seen it progress over the years?
Yeah, we've been nearly running for 70 years, I think about 68 years at the moment. My father Barry started the stud back in 55. I think he was at the ripe old age of about 17 when he started the stud. Yeah, so I suppose we've just progressed. Probably in the early days, the type of sheep that were bred were probably pretty complicated. Fairly coarse in the wool, you know, 25 to 6 micron plus in the early days, and then and probably had a lot of body wrinkle on them. And as time's progressed, probably in the last 10 or 15 years, we've all tended to breed towards that plainer bodied ram with lower micron.
They don't seem to be affecting, they're not that bad.
No, that's probably a little bit of zing will come out later on, but oh, that was delicious.
Not too bad. Okay, now tell me about Niaoui's the most expensive ram you've bought or sold and the story behind it.
Well, probably my favourite story, Pandy, is my father went over with a couple of other South Australian stud breeders back in 2010. We saw a ram in Bendigo from the Pole Banook stud that was a high-class pole merino back then. Really productive ram, beautiful wool, low micron. Anyway, these 3 fellas, including Barry, went over to New South Wales to buy him. The plan was probably just to maybe spend 20 or 30 grand on him and see if we can get him with 2 other breeders. So anyway, the particular day the sale was on, Barry rang and we're a little bit worried because the first horn ram, this was obviously a pole ram we're trying to buy, and he said there was a fair bit of interest in him, but the horn ram made $25,000. And we thought, well, everyone's probably come to buy the pole ram, so I just sort of thought, well, he'd probably make too much money and we'll probably just move on, do a bit of an AI program with him. Anyway, I got busy during the day and went off feeding a few sheep and forgot all about the sale, and yeah, next minute just sort of thought, oh, I better give these guys a ring, see how things are going, and rang and got their message banks, like all 3 phones, you know, no answer. I thought, geez, this doesn't sound too good. Anyway, so I decided to ring one of the fellas' wives down at the southeast. Got hold of her and she was talking to her husband, and it was really windy, like it was extremely windy. I had a job to really hear her on the phone, and I said to her, like, you know, did the fellas get the ram? And she said, yeah, and it was really windy. And I said, yeah, what? Like, I mean, surely they wouldn't have bought him. And I said, oh, how much did they pay for him? And she said, oh, I think he said they paid $50,000 for him. So that was a bit more than what the plan sorted out, but yeah, so I just left a message on their phone, rang them back and said, hope the semen sales are going well, and hung up. Yeah, but anyway, it turned out a really good ram for Niaoui, and yeah, it was probably a pretty good idea that we bought him.
Is his progeny still kicking around?
Yeah, we've got a lot of the PBs going through our flock at Niaoui, so quite a humorous story.
This one's a bit more stingy. Especially for the Adelaide ram sale, what runs through your head when one of your rams is going on sale? Like what's the initial things? Like, are you nervous?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being up on the rail in Adelaide's always nerve-wracking. I think a lot of people don't understand that it's pretty hard to have a good team down there every year. It's not often that, you can breed a couple of good rams every year. So, it's always nerve-wracking. You don't really know who's interested. Everyone says, keeps their cards close to their chest on which rams they want to buy. But,
Well, you offered, what, 6 or 7?
7 this year.
7?
So,
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we enjoy having the rams down the Adelaide Ram Sale. It's a good shop window for your product, and a lot of people still come there and view your sheep.
What effort sort of goes into breeding rams? Like, and tell me about like just the process of everything that you guys do.
The main part is just working with your genetic base, just progeny testing some young rams, doing some AI work with other leading sires from throughout the country that you sort of see at some of the major shows, Hay in New South Wales and probably Bendigo. Bendigo's a great show, but the genetics part in the stud is probably the most exciting part. Mating your ewes to those new sires and then seeing the lambs come. And then obviously that first weaner classing is pretty exciting. You've sort of got your hopes set on some of the sires that you've used. And most of the time, they sort of let you down a little bit because it's a difficult task to breed a consistent line of top pole rams. So anyway, that last chop.
Yeah,
good.
That was good. It was a bit of a tickle. Well, these next 3, that's when I probably should have got you to sign a waiver. But anyway, let's go for it.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's starting to work now.
Now, tell me about what's on your bucket list that you're sort of looking forward to doing and why.
We'd really like to go to New Zealand, hopefully in the next couple of years. And purely and simply, I think it'd be a great trip, being a farmer, getting into that environment.
Have you been before?
No. So we're lucky enough to go on one of those World Merino conferences in South America. And that was probably a trip of a lifetime for a person like me. Yeah, it was fantastic and met a lot of people and opened up a lot of doors. Yeah, just sort of move forward with what we're doing here with our business. Things are starting to warm up now.
Yeah, no, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
This is the doozy.
This is the last one?
Yeah, this is the last one. So, congratulations.
5 out of 6 isn't too bad.
Yep.
Yes, cheers. Good luck. Whew. This is going to get me spinning.
Go on, I reckon I could even take another bite of that.
Well, I'm pleased I got through the 6, and I'm still here. Yeah.
You did bloody good. I think my tolerance has gone up, actually.
Has it? No, I've still got a pretty severe taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
And I am starting to sweat. And don't rub your eyes.
Yeah. That's one thing. Okie dokie, well, congratulations, Ian, on completing Chops de Jour's 6 chops, and thank you for supplying the cutlets for today. Now, if you are thinking about supplying the cutlets, the milk or the beer, just contact me at pandyutah.com.au. And thanks for watching, and look forward to making many more other episodes of Chops de Jour. Thank you. Cheers.
All done.
All done.
Now we can drink beer?
Now we can drink beer.